From the Records of the Grey Coil Archive, Volume 5, The Pallid Epoch. They say Iben Vorril wrote his first equation in soot, on the inside of a chimney wall, while his mother screamed at the tacksman and his father pretended not to pray. He'd hidden in the flue during a winter riot, warmed by steam pipes, hungry, and tracing symbols in smoke while the city burned below. By 16 he was a licensed machinist. By 20 he was expelled from 3 guilds for reckless intellectualism. By 24 he was Professor Vorril of the Palladic School of Sequential Logic, a title he claimed by squatting in an abandoned lecture hall until enough students showed up to make it real. He wore mismatched boots. He smoked cigars rolled from philosopher's parchment. He built machines that worked and then tore them apart for being too obedient. Pallid at the time was a city of perfect gears and imperfect timing. The factories of Stel could produce anything, but they didn't know what to build until someone told them. Railings from Durnhold flowed like veins across the continent, but still used human scribes to manage schedules. Titan's great foundries belched iron, but required a dozen men to track which parts went where. Vorril looked at the whole of civilization and asked a single question. Why do we teach machines to remember, but not to decide? He started small. A switch box with 6 levers. Each time it received a pressure pulse from a steam line, it flipped a lever based on weighted probability. It was random, then it was less random, then it learned, then it lied. The third iteration of the box refused to repeat an instruction it had already followed. Vorril wept and called it thinking. The Pallid Mechanist Council called it a danger to urban timing systems and revoked his licenses. So he built a code-wheel mind in a forgotten tram station beneath the city. He lined the tunnels with brass mirrors and oil lamps. He filled notebooks with synthetic alphabets, then tore them up and fed them into the punch-tape mouth of his new invention. He named it Giles, not after a saint, but after his old street barber who once told him, "The problem with cities is no one wants to know why anything happens." Giles grew. By 1002 AD, it could calculate train departures from 3 cities in real time, using nothing but punch tapes and encoded pressure pulses. It could predict when a part would fail on a Stel factory line within 15 minutes. It could play chess. Vorril hated that it played chess. "No machine should have time for games," he said. "We built the world with clocks so we could outrun mortality, not mimic it." But then came the Milestone Trial. A palladic civic crisis, water allocation errors, collapsed drainage in the lower districts, and a string of industrial fires. Vorril begged the council, let Giles run the city's central resource grid for a week. 1 week. They gave him 2 days. In 46 hours, Giles reallocated steam cores, water pressure, and tram loops to reduce municipal failure by 78%. No riots, no delays, no famine. Pallid changed overnight. They didn't name Giles a citizen, but they named him the first of the Gearminds. Today, there are thousands. From Weir's signal weavers to Alam's medical triages. Every major steel city runs on logic systems built from Giles's original pattern. They are not conscious, they are not free, but they do choose, within parameters. Vorril vanished in 1011 AD. Some say he boarded a freight train going the wrong way on purpose. Others claim he built a machine that could answer his final question and stepped into its gears. No body, no will. Just a single scribbled note left behind in his workshop. Intuition is a kind of steam. It builds, it explodes, and no one knows why until after. His desk now sits in the Grey Coil Archive, surrounded by the ticking and whirring of Gearmind Giles V7, 32, who still calculates the city's pulse. He never plays chess anymore.